So Poppy King, greetings sis. VIP return, greetings darling. Thank you so much for coming ladies. Please come in, like and share the video. Please like and share as you come in, please. My mama, you've been missing, darling, my sweetest. Please, as you come in, like and share as you come in, please. Ngumajina wakwa wandia, ngumajina wakwa wandi, ngumajina mti kwenda sasa, ngumale mti kwenda sasa lo, ngumale mti kwenda sasa, ngumajina wakwa wandia. Please like and share as you come in, please. Welcome guys, please as you come in, like and share, invite more people to join. Alele. The queen of culture, Siri in the building. Woman, welcome, my respect, thank you so much. Visionary Star TV, Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, Mommy Bree to the world. Welcome, Mommy Bree. The Woman King, welcome. Oh, my Woman for life is here. Peace person, Woman. I am the queen of culture. Go on the beats, Woman. Yes. Please like and share as you come in. My beautiful sweet soul sis. Welcome, darling sis. Oh my God, you managed to find time today. Chuba. Nabina. Kwena sasa. Ngumagementi kwena sasa. Ngumagementi kwena sasa. We have to play this again. We have to play again. Please like and share. This song is for all the young girls not listening to mom and dad. You will land yourself in a mess by the queen of culture herself. Where do you like what's up? masa. Ta was to moto to tiso. O so mo abong ne ya. Like and share, please. Gia le du ibabu kurule masa. As you come in, like and share, please. Gia le du ibabu. Ah, siri muma. 104. 104, woman 04. Treaty, the mother, my sweet sister Liz in the building. Welcome, my darling sisters. What oh four, woman? Hey. Shireen's Kitchen, my big sis in the blog. Welcome, darling big sis. How are you doing? Happy New Week to everybody. Let's enjoy the beats. Health and Zumba Master, my #1 sister and supporter. Welcome, sis. I see you. Hey, Mrs. LV Arrow, my darling sis. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Please, as you come in, like the video, share the video, tell somebody to invite somebody. Welcome. Let me give a welcome to everybody. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. I am Bella, your host, as always. Thank you all so much for being here. Today is a special day. I'm literally over the moon. I'm actually the happiest I've ever been on my channel because of the achievement that we all have attained. Literally, it's a joint effort. I am over the moon. Sean Ayok, my sweetheart, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I see you. I'm over the moon. I'm excited. I am grateful. You can think about all the good emotions. I am feeling them right now. Okay. And for every one of you, anybody, all the fountainers, the Leonard fountainers, my darling sisters, my brothers, my aunties, my uncles, my mommies and daddies watching me, especially the ones at the back. You all know I've been so excited. Principal, the voice of reason. Welcome. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. As you all know, I've been so happy because we set ourselves a target. Happy Monday, Principal. Thank you so much. We set ourselves a target. And when you set yourself a target, you have to be realistic. Okay. And we set ourselves a realistic target to hit 2K by July. That was like 3 months ago or so, 3 or 4 months ago. And at the back of my mind, I'm thinking, we can do this, but we really need to push hard for us to get there. Okay. Everything is possible with dedication, hard work. Everything is possible, and support from the right people. And I'm so I feel so emotional because when I started this thing, I wasn't sure how people were going to receive me, how people were going to relate to what I was going to be saying or relate to my personality. Dr. Alfred, my lover. Welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're doing okay. And the support I have received. Oh, that's my baby sis. That's my baby sis, Ivemoko, my sweetheart, my respectful and beautiful, gorgeous baby sis. Welcome, darling. I see you. I wasn't sure how you guys were going to receive me. God is good, the more that God is good. But you guys open your arms. You guys were so encouraging. I cannot even call names because I may miss one or two and I don't want to offend anybody. But literally every single person that's here today has been pushing me. Thank you so much, Dr. Ofuai. Thank you. You all have been pushing me so hard. You kept saying to me, Bella, just keep doing you. The time will come. People will relate. People will get used to it and they will come around. They will watch you, you know. And I believed in every single one of you. I believed. I cannot lie you. I have never had a doubt ever since I felt the support. You know, there's a point in your, when I was running this channel, I felt like, wow, I actually have people who are rooting for me genuinely, who want to see me win. And because I don't want to let these people down, I'm going to fight. I'm going to work for it. I'm going to make this channel grow. And so whenever somebody says to me, any one of you, a fountainer says to me, Bella, you're doing amazing. You will go places with this channel. I believed it. I believed it with every fiber of my being. And due to your support, encouragement, and my dedication, we achieved our goal. We hit 2K. And believe you me or not, what happened is the show I did the last time. Oh, my Mama Lumdekumba, welcome, my beautiful and outspoken Mama. Thank you so much for joining. Kela, my sweet sis, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And the video I did the last show about Nightmare Indoors and then notoriety versus accomplishment, that video was a hit. I want to thank especially asking for a friend, my auntie DRS, mommy asking for a friend, as popularly known. She actually shared my last video with her daughter, and she fell in love with me. For some reason, her daughter fell in love with my accent. I don't know if I have an accent. She said she loved the my English accent. So that was I was chuffed. Okay, I was chuffed by that. So she was very kind to also share my channel with her sorority. She shared with her sorority sisters, and boom, subscribers landed. Subscribers landed. Literally, we have gained close to 300 subscribers from the last time I did the video. So I want to thank her so much. I want to thank Mommy Asking for a Friend. I appreciate you so much for actually trusting in my content and sharing it with your daughter, who has actually gone ahead to share it also with as many people as possible. So I am going to read every single person that is watching me now. I'm going to give a special thank you because you all deserve the acknowledgement, because this is a joint effort. We all have done it. It's not just me. And it's just another milestone. We just have to keep going. We cannot relent our effort. Okay. Our objective is to change one mindset, one day at a time. That's our objective. And we will get there. And we can get as many people as possible on board. That will be amazing. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Support Pekin. Special thank you, sis. Thank you so much. My mama, thank you so much for being there. Siri, my mama, thank you so much for always being there. You've always supported me. Dr. Opo, thank you so much. You've been there, one of the longest. I've been there with me, motivating me. I'm actually choking on my words because I'm really touched. Thank you so much. The mother, thank you so much. Asking for a friend. That's my auntie DRS. Welcome, auntie. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. And I've already given a special thank you to you and my beautiful baby sis. Peace, person, Muma. You've held my hand. Sorry, guys. These are tears of joy. I'm just so happy. These are tears of joy. Sorry, guys, just a minute. Because, to be honest with you guys, I don't take anything for granted. Uma. Oh, God. I never take anything for granted. And the tiniest. Oh, Rita, oh, thank you. Oh, that's my sweet sis. my sweet sis, my fountain, and my supporter sing since day one. Thank you so much, Rita. Oh, you're always there. You're always dropping words of encouragement, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I'm somebody, I don't take anybody's time for granted, especially if you give me 1 minute of your time. Not to talk about people who come here day after day after day after day. I can't thank you guys enough. You know, you're not obliged to do it, but you have decided to sacrifice your time and your knowledge with us, because we are all learning on this platform every single day. Every single one of us. There's no day we do a video here. Tata Mona, no. Oh, my respect always. My respect always, sis. That's another person who's been there since day one. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. On that special note and stuff like that, thank you so much, darling, for always being there, love and supporting your own sister. I appreciate you. Principal, always there to share your knowledge, not holding back anything. Jinken Don, my beautiful sis, always there since day one. Lumde Kumba, my mama, you've been there since day one. Oh my God, Muma. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Muma, for that financial blessing. Thank you so much. What's my Muma saying? Let me read. You are a superwoman and deserve all the love from the community. Thank you so much, Muma. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I thank you all so much. I thank you all so much for every single thing you've done for me in pushing this channel forward. I appreciate you all. So this is another accomplishment. We're going to work on this. We must not relent our efforts. We want to get to another level. Okay, I know it's going to get tougher. So the higher you go, the tougher it becomes. It's going to get tougher, but I know we can do it. It just needs the effort. Queen Atkins Diamond, that is my sis from day one. And then we separated and we are back again together. Thank you so much, sis, for understanding, for being so mature in handling situations, and I'm glad that you've been there to always support and to understand. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Same for Treaty, sis. Thank you so much for your maturity and understanding, and for always being there to support. What's Auntie saying? Queen Acting Diamond say, hello, beautiful Bella. Congratulations. Keep soaring, darling. Beautiful messages would attract and create long-lasting impact. Why negative message will pull crowd but no impact? Just keep doing you. Thank you so much, darling sis. Thank you. At Principle for Nothing, Bella earned it. She watched her show with me and fell in love with Bella and her presentation and personality and accent, and asked me to share with her sorority. Thank you so much, Auntie. I couldn't thank you enough. I couldn't thank you. That act alone, that gesture alone, just, you know, skyrocket the subscription. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm so excited. Oh, thank you, Principal. Thank you. Yes, we extend our appreciation to my beautiful baby sis. She done us well. So Right. That was me. Excuse my tears. My darling big sis, I don't go Lily. I haven't seen her. That's one person also who has held my hand, who actually did some significant changes on this channel as well. So it's one person I need to acknowledge as well. I appreciate her. Mommy Bree, I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. You know, Bella, 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 Bella. Mommy Bree's like, Bella, you need to do it. Bella, you need to, stay motivated. Bella, Bella, you know why you did the channel. So thank you, Mommy Bree. Thank you so much for all your encouragement. I appreciate you. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so, so much. Ajo Mashfire, thank you so much, Dr. Opo. Ajo Mashfire, that's the person who has not only supported me, emotionally, she's also supporting me financially, same as role model. I want to also thank my auntie. She's always been there, pushing the channel and supporting me also. And for all my silent watchers, I know they are there. Medical knowledge, greener pasture, my own, my blood. Thank you so much, sis, from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for me, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Mamuma Lumdekumba said, Bella found to not Mommy Bree. She is called Baby Girl Bree. Right. Thank you, our baby girl Bree. The general overseer in the block. My darling sis, thank you so much. I want to also thank you for your maturity, for understanding. We have our differences, we fall out, but as mature women, we understand, we move on, and we let bygones be bygones. I want to thank you also for sharing my channel. Many a times you shared my channel. To be honest with you, you dropped a video today and you said people don't share your channel. I'm guilty about it and I apologize. I'm going to try to share your content, especially ones that are very educated, that people can, pick out knowledge from there. So thank you so much for being there, for being very supportive and sharing my content. I appreciate you so very much, the General Overseer. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. BTV! Thank you so much. That's my sis who's always been there also since day one. Thank you so, so much. And also, G Unit. I mustn't forget G Unit. So Poppy King, my darling big sis FBI Clarence. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you. My God, I can't even. There are so many. The names are just many. I can't thank. What? You know what? What goes around? What goes around? I've literally been gossiping about you. I've been gossiping about you in a nice way. Thank you so much. Thank you. I said to the person I was gossiping with, like we've agreed, everybody gossip on this in this community. So I was gossiping about what goes around. I was saying to this person, have you noticed this account, what goes around? This person is a silent watcher, a big silent watcher. And they only comment when it's vital. And their message they always send, it's not your normal message. It tells you they've been watching the show. Oh, we have a caller. Hello, Auntie. Auntie, let me put you on the show. Auntie, let me put you on the show. Yes, Auntie. Welcome. Thank you, Auntie.
Somebody was talking to me this morning independently and said that you are the one consistent person who has stayed your course, whether you have 2 people or 5 people watching, you've stayed on your lane, you've stayed on your message.
So, thank you, Auntie.
And that is very, very important. I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you, Auntie, and thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
The sky will not be your limit.
Amen.
It's right there.
Amen.
When people talk, they say, oh, this old mommy, they will say, oh, come on. But let me tell you, nobody will shut me up.
No.
Wisdom.
No.
Exactly. Not pay for it.
Thank you.
And experience is the best teacher. That's why when you go to look for a job, sometimes you may be more experienced than somebody else who has the experience because of their experience. You who came with college degree, somebody who has been there longer and has the experience paying more money than you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because of what you have to bring on the table and what you have to offer.
Yes.
So people should learn from this. That Thursday, when I was watching this thing, my daughter was home from school.
Yeah.
And she saw, Americans are just excited when they hear a touch of British accent. So that's what first captivated her. Because me, I never push anything on her. She don't even watch my shows. I'm telling you.
that typical daughters for you.
So when she saw it on screen, she heard your accent. She said, "Oh my God, she's so proper. She's British.
Oh,
Where is she from? I said, she said, "Oh my God." Oh my mommy, I have to share this to my sorority. They have
Wow.
to hear this because this is amazing. I said, please do. She said, can I share? I said, please, of course. I said, please. So I shared it to her phone.
Wow.
Because my daughter don't even have WhatsApp, you know.
Oh my God.
So I shared the link to her for her to get it on her YouTube.
Wow.
These kids, they don't need that. They don't use WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So when I shared it, then she took it down. She put it on her sorority and her school website.
Hi.
I said to a note, I said, my daughter is going crazy, Google Gaga for you, for your show and your accent. Not knowing that by the next morning it was going to grow, inflate.
Yes, I did.
And her friends were writing her and were like, oh my God, you mean she's African?
I
You
am.
know,
I am.
Because they have been fed so much that Africans are backwards.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So they were just so mesmerized. Like I told you now.
Yes.
So when all this was over, she came to me and then she said, Mommy, if you had to pick one nationality, if they say you should pick one nationality to be, what would you choose? I looked at her with no hesitance. I said, Nigerian. I said, I beg. So what's new? You talk like they're married to one, so what is I didn't think you were going to pick anything else.
Yes.
I mean, she was just so captivated by your presentation and everything because these children know the way they are fed back there. Especially,
yes.
She comes from an African descent, so we talk all the time. But like those are American friends, they see us in a very different light.
Yes.
So they were just so mesmerized. And
thank you.
Her, oh my God.
Thank you so much.
African, she's African.
I am born in Pernambuco, raised in Bamenda.
Amen. Keep speaking up to your educative content. Stay your course. Look, Rome was not built in a day. The thing about our generation is not ours. The new generation is that everybody wants microwave results.
Yeah.
They want everything to be cooked immediately and served.
Yeah.
But real hard work does not come like that.
Yeah.
It has to be your body of work. People have to see you, follow you, believe in you, see what you do, and see how it impacts their life for it to be meaningful to them. So anything that is good takes time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
it takes time. So please continue to be you. I'm just so happy for you.
Thank you, Auntie. And special thanks again to you and my baby sis. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you. My mama has written another super chat. Thank you, Mama. My mama is spoiling me. Who else can spoil me than my mama? I have to talk about what goes around. And then also, let me read what my mama has said. My mama says, yes, Miss Kim. Oh, thank you, Mama. Thank you so much, Miss Kim. Thank you so much. My soft-spoken sis, always there to contribute, sharing her own experiences. I appreciate it. Miss Kim, you know you are a 237 celebrity. Thank you so much, darling sis, for always being the hot pepper. Thank you so, so much. Let me finish the story about what goes around. What goes around, I gossip and I said, that account, let me read what goes around comment anyway. And thank you so much for the blessing. Keep being you, our beautiful fountain. Like your write-up said, don't try to change and lose yourself because you're trying to please people who choose not to see any good in you. Love you. Thank you so much. That's what I mean by the messages from what goes around. This person watches from the back. And you know what, those people, when they drop a comment, you jump, like literally your heart skips a bit because you know, oh my God, what have they said? Because I know they're watching and they're paying attention and they will drop a very, vital information. And I'm always very happy to see their comments. And I was saying to this person, and I was wondering, I said, my God, whoever is behind this account, I just so love the way the person is actually interacting on social media. So thank you so much, what goes around. And finally, I want to thank my fellow vloggers, my fellow vloggers who have been supporting me since day one and still supporting me right now. Blanche Ingram, thank you so much, baby sis. My darling big sis, Shireen's Kitchen, thank you so much for always being there, contributing back to back, encouraging me, your own baby sister, to keep growing. Thank you so, so much, big sis. I appreciate you from the depth of my heart. Villa Mama, thank you so much, sis. You always come here, you support me. I appreciate you and thank you so, so very much. Please let this not be our stopping point. Let's push. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Prince Mervyn Nation. How can I forget my darling brother? The one and only Prince. My baby bro, thank you. Since day one, you've been there with your big sister. Thank you so much from the depth of my heart. I appreciate you for every single support, every single contribution. Thank you so, so very much. Thank you. The analyst, my learned colleague in the building. Thank you so much for coming, darling. I appreciate you. Ashanti Nikki, thank you, darling, sis. Thank you so much. Kayla, thank you, sis. I couldn't have done this without you all, so thank you. Now, let me get Big Sis Zion Fred. Thank you so much. That's another vlogger. My darling Big Sis, very supportive. My God, you are one of the most supportive vloggers I have come across in our community. I want to really appreciate you. Dr. Open Eye, thank you so much. Even the Ayokbi song, thank you so much. It's time to remember. You know what? You know it, darling. You know it, okay? I've already given you a special shout out. Ayokbi song, the ones that were there with me, Dr. Ngoreta, Auntie Titi, Russian Bomb, Chocolate, Nana Chocolate. I would always thank Nana Chocolate because those were my first admin and they were there to push me. So I don't forget the people that were there with me. I never forget. I don't forget. Nana Chocolate. Okay. And all my fellow vloggers, the ones that actually introduced me from day one, Hotbox, Dopez, who else introduced me since day one? Who else did that? International Boss Lady, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you all so much. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. If I forget you, it's not intentional. I appreciate every single one of you, the ones I can remember and the ones I cannot remember. Thank you all so very much. Right. Oh, I must not forget Greener Pasture. That's my blood. That's my sis. That's my sis right there. And the Auntie Titi is in here. Oh, my Auntie Titi, the sweetest Auntie 237. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Since day one, you've been there with me. You haven't thrown me because I'm bad or because I fell short of God's glory. Thank you for always being there. My blood, my sister, my own Greener Pasture. You know how much I love you, sis. Thank you so much. Whew. If I make this speech, it's almost as if I'm it's like a presidential speech. Freelancer, my darling sis. That's my other sis that we were together. We fell apart and now we are back again. Thank you so much. I don't go Lily. That's my big sis I was talking about. There she is. She's landed. Thank you so much, big sis. I was saying how much contribution you've done to my channel, the significant changes you made happen on this channel. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all. So now let's talk about today's topic. It's going to be I want today's topic to be a very interactive one. If you can call, please call. Let's make it, I really want to pick your brains. I want people to be honest. Okay, let's be honest. Hands on heart. Be honest to this topic for today. But before I get into it, I want to talk about their backgrounds. Okay, sis, thank you so much. All right, bon appetit. Send mine, Momo mine, please. Greener Pasture, sis. My Greener Pasture always said to me, sis, your channel is going to blow. Keep doing it. Keep being you. Don't change. Just keep doing it. It's slow, but it's going to happen. Thank you, sis. Your voice, it's in my head. It's always there. Every single one of you. Oh, look at the mother. It can only come from you, the mother. What's the mother saying? The mother says, don't forget the co-host. She has been the best through the journey. Thank you so much. Oh, that's touched me so deep. Thank you, the mother. Yes, she has been. We have a caller. We have a caller. Hello, sis. You want to be on the show? Okay, because I just thank you for everything and all your contributions since day one for making us reach 2K. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you. Uh, uh, okay, sis. No worries. I'll catch up with you after the show then. All right, sis. I'll call you after the show. Oh dear. Right. Please, as you come in, like the video. If you haven't liked the video, please do me a favor and do so and like the video. Thank you so much. Now let's talk about before we get into today's topic about corporal punishment, ways of correcting the child. La Vie est Belle. I love this name. I love this name, La Vie est Belle. The Woman King was here. The Woman King, I don't think I hailed the Woman King. The Woman King, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. La Vie est Belle, welcome, darling. I see you. So before we get into ways of correcting a child, I want to talk about something. Now, I did a post, like What Goes Around has actually reminded us about the recent post I did. On that post, I actually said, you must not, okay, do not lose yourself. Okay, well, don't be worried about losing people. Okay, if anything, be worried about losing yourself, trying to please the people around you. The most dangerous thing or disservice you can do to yourself is to lose your own self to please people, other people. Sit down, honey. You've been praised, okay? So don't ruin it. All right? Your auntie, the mother, praised you, so you must behave. So on that note, on that special note, thank you, Auntie. Nana Rosemary is saying you deserve a recognition, co-host. So there's one thing I must remind people. If you know your journey, if you know where you're going, all you need from people is guidance. All you need from people is advice. And surround yourself with the right people. Yes, Yvette Mokom. Yes, baby sis, I've already thanked her, Mama Alicia. I've already thanked her with her, you know, her other account. I've thanked her already. So, and be mindful of the people. Be mindful of the people. Dr. Opa, you deserve a blue jacket. And be mindful of the people that you surround yourself with. Be mindful. I can be proud that I'm lucky. I have like seniors who are around me, and I always listen to the advice from my seniors, because like I said, beautiful Queen Bee, welcome sis. Thank you so much for coming. Like they say, experience what an elderly person can see sitting on a tree, sitting down. A younger person, even if you go to the highest mountain, you will not be able to see it. Now, something has happened recently on our YouTube street. You know, Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin has done a video. I want to say this because I want to make it very, you know, I want people to understand this. And I'll use myself as an example to talk about this. She's made a video and accepting an apology that Hotbox made. Hotbox did a video calling on her, begging on her to leave Saga, and also, you know, saying if she's done anything wrong, which she may have done knowingly or unknowingly, she should forgive her, you know, and also let go and get out of anything negative that can actually drive her crazy or drive her off the hooks. Now, Mrs. Benjamin was told this information. She sat down, she's thought about it, and she's decided to come out and do a video to acknowledge that apology and also to extend an apology to Hotbox. If somebody can tag Hotbox, that'll be nice. If they can't, I'm sure somebody will tell her she can watch this video later. Now, when Hotbox did that apology, I was really touched. I was moved by the fact that she apologized. That's a bold step. Okay, especially when you have like you know, you're in a tight spot where you feel like there's so many people looking at you, you know, she's in a position where it's almost like the temptation to do things to please people is very high. It's very, very high. But I'm sure she's confident enough, she's bold enough, she's courageous enough to come out and say, you know what, if I've offended you, I apologize. And Mrs. Benjamin has also accepted this apology. Now, where am I coming from with this? There is this misconception now where people are feeling like Hotbox shouldn't apologize. It's almost like she's, you know, betraying her sisters. And also, now I see a lot of people twisting the words of Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, saying, oh, she stated that Hotbox has actually given her information. She's the one who's given her information, meaning Hotbox has taken information from their group and shared it with Mrs. Bridget Benjamin. And so it's almost sounding like Hotbox is a snitch. I have a problem with things like that because this is what misinformation can cause. In that same video Mrs. Bridget Benjamin made, she stated that Hotbox is one of those people, even if she's your enemy, she would never want to see something bad happen to you. And she would save even her, you know, worst enemy. And she done that with somebody like Queen Mother. And she did the same for her and Mrs. Benjamin. And when she sees anything that's coming, which is the, you know, something dangerous that can actually cause harm or cause pain, she will be like, hey, Mommy Bree, this and this and this is happening. Please be watchful, be mindful, because it's about to happen. There's nowhere that Mrs. Benjamin said Hotbox is taking things from their group and giving it to her. This mindset where people always have to look at things in a negative way is what's driving us backwards. Okay, people need to have an open mind, a mature mind, and see things differently. Granted, Hotbox has her sister group. Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin is making peace with Hotbox. It's absolutely fine for Hotbox to establish a relationship with Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, as well as maintain her relationship with her fellow sisters. There's nothing wrong with that. As far or as long as both parties are mature enough to respect each other. To respect each other. I don't know if I'm making sense. Why do I say so? Do not look at either party as a traitor, because that's not true. They have their right. They have their own right to decide to ask for forgiveness. Hotbox has her right to ask for forgiveness and accept Minister Benjamin's apology. She has the right. She is her own person. Forget there is a sisterhood. She's her own person. She wears the shoes. She knows where it pinches the most. Just babes, my darling big sis, thank you. That's another person I must thank as well. Thank you so much for all your knowledge and wisdom and for always sharing and encouraging me. Thank you. We've hit 2K, and that's all thanks to people like yourself. Thank you so much, Big sis. I appreciate you for all your encouraging words. And I'm always stealing knowledge. I'm coming to raid your closet. I promise to raid your closet because I need to make some handbags and shoes. Now, Hotbox has a right to accept her apology. That girl, apart from the fact that we're a community, we can establish individual relationship. I'm going to use myself as an example to tell us how we can be mature to have differences and still coexist happily. Now, growing up, since my secondary school days, I have a very close circle. That's why somebody dropped a comment once on my platform and said, oh, Bella, forget your grammar, because this grammar thing, I'm just speaking. I can speak pidgin, people. I speak broken. That's my mother tongue. I can speak broken English. My only problem is I cannot convey my message confidently and with fluidity in broken English. I struggle to do that. But if I'm conversing with my sister at the back and we are taking it slowly, we are just, relaxed and having fun, I can converse, I can hold a conversation in broken English. People, I remember Prince saying to me, oh my God, sis Bella, the way you text in Pidgin under the comment section, people can, people will doubt if you're the one actually talking on camera and texting. That's me. That's because I'm not addressing an audience. So it's easy for me and I'm more relaxed as well, even though I'm relaxed now. Now, if somebody come in and saying, oh, like I said, I had a very close circle since the days of secondary school, primary school even. And when I see comments like somebody say, oh, Bella, stop the English. You're my classmate. Don't come now. You want to do big grammar and stuff like that. I'm like, who are you? Are you one of those classmates? You wanted to be friends? You wanted to be in my circle? And I was like, stay away. And now you've had your opportunity to come behind a mask to want to discredit me. And I was like, and this person was quick to delete their comment. So there you go. So I'm going to use myself as an example. Ashanti Nikki, don't laugh, sis. I use myself as an example. In secondary school, I had two best friends, two dearest friends, bosom friends. Dr. Opo, if they want me to speak in Pidgin, I can speak in Pidgin, but you guys will be so bored because I'm going to drag it on and on and on because I'm going to have to try and find the right words to pass on or to make sense of what I'm trying to say. Now, I had two closest friends. Just before my wedding, okay, one of my closest friends made me really upset. They did something that really got me upset, like really, really, really upset. And oh yes, if I'm welcome, tell them. That's my baby sis. She knows me since days back. Now, I had these two friends. So one of them disappointed me very badly. And when you disappoint me, I'm not one for hiding my feelings. I tell you as it is. I say it as it is. Or rather, you know how I feel. And then we can walk from there. Okay. Now, let me just put this on silence. So we fell out with the first dearest friend of mine. Right. That didn't mean that our friendship literally was dissolved because I fell out with the other friend, the one closest friend. I am still friend with the other closest friend. And the other closest friend, which is like a sister to me because we are that close, is still a friend with the one I fell out with. Okay? And I have no problem with that. I have no problem with her being a friend with somebody that I fell out with, who was my dearest and nearest to me. All right, sis. Okay, darling. No problem. And what we do is, the friend that I'm still good with, that's like a sister to me, we have an understanding. She doesn't talk about my former dearest friend to me. I don't talk about my former dearest friend with her. So we know our boundaries. We know our relationship is between us two. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I'm trying to relate this with the hotbox situation and Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin. I don't know if I'm making any sense. We still exist as a trio, but that's not affecting our dynamics. Busybody, welcome, darling Mama. Thank you for coming. That's maturity for you. It's okay for people to have their individual relationship, because what my other sister friend sees in her, I don't see that anymore, but it does not discredit her relationship with that former friend of mine. First daughter of Konya, darling sis, welcome. It does not discredit or undermine their relationship. So we cannot put Hotbox in a tight space. We cannot put Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin in a tight space because we want to please ourselves. We are trying to force those people to lose their own selves to please us. And that's so unfair of us to ask both parties to do so. Let people choose. Let people do what is right for them, for their sanity, for their peace of mind. Let them choose. You cannot make a decision for a grown-up. You can't. She's decided to apologize. Now, her sisters need to support her decision. That's called maturity. Us her followers or fans need to respect her decision. That's because she's decided to do that. Same for Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin. We have to choose, give her that respect of accepting the apology and apologizing. Okay? Because that's her choice. That's what she believes in. That's how she feels. And we must respect that. Don't be thinking, oh, she's a traitor. Oh, she's a traitor. No, she's not a traitor. It's called maturity, understanding, compromise. Compromise. That's what it's called. Thank you, Just Babe Big Sis. That's what it's called. So let's not try to get things twisted to make somebody look bad just because we want that person to do what will please us. We need to stop it. We need to stop it. Because I'm one of those persons that if I believe in something, I go for it. If it hurts me, I will take my responsibility. I would accept. I made the mistake. I accept the mistake and I learn from it. That's called growth. It's called growth. So let's respect people's boundaries. Let's respect people's decision. It's very, very important. Let's not get this thing twisted. Nobody is apologizing because they want to throw another person under the bus. Nobody is apologizing because they want somebody to come and fight their battle. No, they're apologizing because they feel like it's the right thing to do. Mr. Bridget Benjamin is establishing an individual relationship with Hotbox. Likewise, Hotbox is establishing an individual relationship with Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin. And that's how we should be existing. That's what we should be doing. If my big sis Just Babe should fall out with me and I'm friends with Ashanti Nikki should still be friends with big sis Just Babe. I have no problem with that. Because they have no issues between the two of them. And you have to respect that relationship. And that's why I'm able to keep this friend of mine, this sister friend of mine, for good gracious, since 1996. I've been friends with this person since 1996. Do the maths. Do the maths. It's always been this trio since 1996. Do the maths. Respect. From a very young age. Respect. I respect even the youngest person. So please, let's look at things from a positive perspective. The glass is always half full. Don't look for the breaking, or the little missing dots. Don't always go for it. Don't. Look at what is there. Go by what you see. Don't assume, presume. Don't do it. It's dangerous. Please. Be happy for the two parties. Let's be happy for them. If anything, if you have to support them, be happy for them. Because that's what we want. Right. I just thought I'd throw that out there as the spirit leads. And then we get into today's topic. Now, today's topic, ways of correcting a child. Corporal punishment. I've been friends with some of my best friends since 1976. There you go. That's somebody who knows how to keep a friend and respect it. And that's, I'm old. You're not old. You're not old, Vistis. You are not. You're not old. Don't say that. You're far from that. Kayani Kiki, welcome, darling. I see you. Congratulations, sis. That's now sisterhood. My own Dan left me since she entered America. So that's it. So it wasn't a genuine friendship from day one. It wasn't a genuine friendship since day one. No, because I mean, my friend, she's my sister. That's why sometimes I walk when I talk about my sisters, my colleagues. My English colleagues will be like, your sister, or your sister. So when I say my sister, it means as my sister friends. Okay, that's how they differentiate, because I always call her my sister. That's how I look at her now. Okay, that's how I look at her. So yeah. So let's go into today's topic, the main topic for today, which is corporal punishment. So something happened recently and it's trending on social media. I'm sure some of you must have seen it already. Please like the video as you come in. We have 5,800 people watching. We only have 3,600 likes. Let's add the likes, please. Exactly, just babes. You see why we connect, mixes. You see why I warm up to you so much. Yeah, my sister. That's how I differentiate it. My sister, and my sister. So, something happened recently in Cameroon, in Kumba to be precise. I think they say Kosala, where like a very tragic, unfortunate thing happened where a mother tried to discipline her child through corporal punishment. Corporal punishment is literally physical punishment where you inflict pain on somebody. Now, I know, Dr. I know. Now, this woman went to punish her child through corporal punishment by allegedly beating her. And unfortunately, or sadly, this child passed away. Now, people came out in rage, screaming. It's up, I struggle to watch the video because it's heartbreaking to watch, to see a mother carry her lifeless daughter, the lifeless body of her daughter, and crying. And people are shouting, throwing insults and screaming and booing at her. She's walking around the quarter with this lifeless body. I was literally, my heart was heavy out, my heart was pounding. Now, as much as I am sad by this incident, I find it so hard to be mad at the mother of this girl. I don't know if people share the same feeling with me, but I'm going to be honest about it. And that's why I said this show, I want people to put their hands on heart and be honest and be open. If you can call and talk to me, share your thoughts with other people. As much as I want to be upset with the mother, I am feeling, I will be a hypocrite. I'll be a hypocrite to point a finger at that woman, to point a finger at the mother and say, oh, you wicked woman, how dare you, take the life of your own child. I'll be very hypocritical to say so. And if you ask me why, I would say that because 99.9 African parents, if you know you are watching me and you've never raised your hand on your child, put a thumbs up. If you know you're watching me and you are a mother, you're an auntie, an uncle, a father, and you've never touched your child, your niece, or somebody in your care, put a thumbs up, put a hand up. Put a hand up. We have a caller. Hello, Big Sis. Should I put you on the show? Okay. Yes, we can hear you, Big Sis. You can go on.
Okay. That's what actually I made a show about the other day when I accused you that you were not on my show.
Oh dear.
That's when that news just broke out. But yeah, considering what you're saying, right?
Yes.
You really feel pity for the mother.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel pity for the mother because you're looking at the woman that is carrying her lifeless body of a child. Yeah. She's being paraded.
Hi.
Actually, she was rescued from the mall by the police. Yeah. And she was taken to the mortuary to deposit her child there. Hi. To me, I think what she did is, somebody can say that she didn't have the intention.
Yes.
To kill her own child.
No.
You understand?
Yes.
She's that kind of a parent that will say, you can't spread the rod to spoil a child.
Yes.
From the stories I'm hearing, just because that child failed an exam.
Yeah.
And she beat the child until the child collapsed.
Yeah.
Now, another thing is, the stories I'm getting also is that particular woman, she's a single parent and she's so abusive to her children. So there's a track record there. There's a track record of abuse. You understand?
Yes.
She goes as far as burning a knife and putting it on the children's body just to punish the children.
Right.
That's how extra she goes.
Right.
So when you look at that track record of abuse and you look at what has happened, somebody can easily think that
she didn't love the child. Another thing I'm looking at here, she didn't just hit the child and the child fell down and I don't think that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
That child must have gone through stages. She must have been beating that child. That child grew weak, fell, he was struggling to breathe. And during that time, she could have stopped. But maybe she persisted. And then it ended how it ended.
Hi.
You understand? Yeah. So we're looking at it like this woman, because of that track record of abuse, the greatest punishment to me that you can have, people like this useless looking into to jail or being in some serious punishment. The biggest punishment they're gonna have is their conscience. They're gonna live in this for the rest of their life.
Yes.
That's our biggest punishment. Because already you're looking at your child, the child is gone. Now she's sitting in the mortuary and crying and saying, oh, she never meant to do this, she didn't know it was gonna happen like that. Her child was fine, her child was healthy, and all that. Another thing I want to advise us parents, when we go to beat our children, go for those areas that are fleshy, like your butt. Beat the child on the butt.
Yeah.
The head is very complicated. Maybe she hit that child on the head and that child just fell down. That became history. She must have started that child on areas that are very that are very how you say it, very soft areas.
Yeah.
Areas that
like dangerous area. Yeah, those dangerous areas.
Exactly. So go for places if you're a parent that you must not spoil the rod or you must not scare the rod and spoil the child. If you're that kind of a parent, if you want to, discipline your child, please go for places like the butt where you can beat the child. There's enough flesh there. Beat the child there. And then remember, it's a child. The child is still growing. It's a child. You cannot just exert all your force on that child and thinking that the child will be able to resist it.
Yeah.
And, you could end up and something like this happens. And now you live with it.
It's very
for
sad.
the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my contribution.
Thank you so much, Big Sis. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So thank you so much, Big Sis and for that contribution. My darling Big Sis made a point, and I picked on that. She said this woman has been, perpetually maltreating her kids. And I picked the word single mother in there. Now, that to me, I'm not making excuses for this woman. This show today is to educate people to see from every angle and not to condemn without giving an opportunity for people to understand the other side of things. If this woman is a single mother and she has kids, and these kids, she knows she's struggling alone, she has no support perhaps. It's not an excuse, I'll repeat again, but I want people to understand, not to look at this woman as a monster, but to understand women like this who are out there so we can help them prevent this from happening again. She's a single mother, you're struggling to make ends meet, probably just scraping or scratching through her teeth to send those kids to school and hoping that they will have excellent results. Unfortunately, these kids are not making these results happen the way she wanted it to be. I feel like she was taking her frustration out on the children. She was taking her frustration out on the children. And what is the foundation for this is the absence of support from the kid's father. Okay, that's the pressure of not having a man who actually made you carry a child and bring forth a baby, be there to support you. And this woman is probably so bitter. She's so angry at life. She looks at these kids and think, oh my God, I am alone. And you guys are not doing anything to help me. You're failing your exams and your dad is nowhere to be found. And whenever she feels that or have those emotions, she lashes out and takes it on the kids. I tell you a story. What a big friend shared to me. She shared that their mother, she grew up with their mother, and their father, the mom was married with their father. Apparently the child is 4 years old, Kayla, and it doesn't take a lot of beating, It doesn't take a lot of beating to get somebody wiped out. There's certain area, like my Danny Bixie says, so we all know that, are highly sensitive, like your temple. If somebody were to give a punch to your temple, it's enough to knock you out and even cause a brain hemorrhage. If somebody were to punch you, you know, in your temple. Maps TV, my baby says, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. So that lady may have just been unfortunate on that day to perhaps the back of the head. Thank you, just babe. The back of the head, even the rib cage. The rib cage, you can kick the child or want to slap hard with your, the harder part of your palm on the rib cage. And before you know, there's internal bleeding. It takes just one punch. It takes just one punch. To actually see somebody lose their life. And that's what has happened. And I just feel like this woman is just, the treaty said the baby is 5 years old. This woman is just unfortunate because so many of us, mothers and fathers, I can tell you guys about my childhood. I was so rough. I grew up in Pernambuco. I was born in Pernambuco. I used to climb the tallest CDC coconut tree. I have scars everywhere to actually attest to that. My parents would look round, roam the camp. I stayed in camp 1, camp 2, Bone Quarter. They will be running around looking for me, nowhere to be found. 8 a.m. I'm on, coconut trees climbing. And when they finally got hold of me, oh my God, come and see snake beatings. Come and see snake beatings. My mom will whoop me like she never whooped before. My brother would add a piece of, Maggi on it. And my sister would maybe finish it the next day. These are our experiences that we grew up as African kids. And because we've normalized this behavior. Exactly, principle is transferred aggression, transferred frustration from being a single mother and a man has abandoned her. I know the mother, I know. Even I can't believe it. I was a tomboy. I've said it. I was a tomboy growing up. I used to be the only girl among my friends of boys when I was growing in the camps. Okay, and I used to be climbing coconut trees, harvesting coconuts, even though it was dangerous because then if you're caught stealing coconuts, my father was with the city, he was the general overseer. If you're caught stealing coconut, okay, one coconut was 5,000 francs CFA deducted from your father's monthly wages. Imagine if I was caught. My father would probably skin the living hell life out of me because then the sacks and motor of coconut that I was literally harvesting from the CDC and taking it to school to sell for 50 francs, 25 francs each, depending on the size, would have literally cost my dad his job. I can't believe this. Honestly, I used to harvest coconut with my male friends. We will clean the coconut. And then when my mother discovers that I've gone and, harvested coconut, she would whip me. She will give me snake beatings. I'm just one of the lucky ones that survived it. It would have gone either way. It would have gone left. I'm telling you, Lucy Salma, welcome, my darling sis, my #1 supporter. Thank you so much for coming, sis. My dad go beat Sote request Barbara to cut your hair as punishment. There you go. There you go. Yes, our parents will beat. Sometimes the teachers will whoop. They will tell you to pick a pin. They will tell you to stoop. They will tell you to lie flat and face the sun. All these are the different forms of corporal punishment that we experienced growing up as a child. In the hands of our parents, our siblings, our uncles, teachers, you name it. So now, it's happened to this mother. And she's looked at as if she's a monster. I don't feel like this woman went purposefully to hit and finish her own child. it's sad because by law, she's going to have to pay the price for it. But I will not want to, you know, term her a monster as people are. I won't want to paint her a monster because so many parents are guilty of it. Let me see what Queen Akin Diamond. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get into my account here. Why is this not? Oh, there we are. Why is my phone? My phone has frozen. Oh, God. Good gracious. I'll read from here. I'll restart this phone and I'll read from here. Queen Akin Diamond says, I'm telling Bella, myself, I was unnecessarily stubborn. I received beating from my elder ones like everywhere. Yes, I was very stubborn growing up as a child. Bella, take this grammar now from me, Papa. Yes, Yvette, you know my dad. They used to call my dad a British man. My dad was, you know, very gentlemanly, soft-spoken, very intelligent, one of the brightest in his class back in the days. I'm always proud when his friends talk about him, and was a good footballer. My dad was a very good footballer. They know him. His nickname was Sailor because my dad used to play good football, and he was sailing around the field like, you know, like a captain's ship in the sea, you know, that smooth sail. My dad, I'm just so proud when I think about my dad and his achievements. She is already punished. What other punishment is greater than losing a child? Exactly, big sis. She's already punished. Prince Melvin Nation, my darling baby bro. Welcome, darling. I see you. Thanks for coming. You didn't have a show today. I thought you'd be having a show today, bro. So, a lot. CV's corner. Welcome, Auntie CV. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome. It's been a while. Welcome. Hope my baby Pearl is doing great. Now, a lot of parents, we've done this, and corporal punishment, we always feel like, as parents or senior person, we feel like corporal punishment is the best we can do for our kids. It's something we grew up with. We grew up experiencing, we grew up believing that that's the best way we can correct a child. Actually, it's not. Because when you think about corporal punishment, the purpose for corporal punishment is to inflict pain, is to instill fear, you know, in the minds of the person or the victim or the person you're trying to punish. It's to instill fear or to inflict pain. Now, any punishment should be there to correct somebody. Any punishment should be there to correct somebody so that they can improve or better themselves. They will not make the same mistake they've made. They have to correct their path and be straight in the line. Whereas corporal punishment will scare the child, and the more you do it, the tougher or thick skin the person becomes. The more you do the corporal punishment, the more difficult it is for you to crack or break through. Thank you, Auntie CV. Thank you so much. To break that person. They can only be fearful for the time being, but long term, it won't have any positive impact. Trust me. It won't have any positive impact. Because I remember when my mother will whoop, she will beat and beat and beat. I will, you know, one day will pass by, 2 days will pass by, the third day I'm climbing on a coconut tree. I'm thinking, whatever, she's going to beat me. I'll cry and then it will be over. I'll still go and nick my coconut. And that's what happens in the minds of the victim. Because it's something that's already expected. They already know the pain they're going to receive. So they prepare, they psych themselves up. I'm going to do it anyway. They're going to beat me, and then I will cry, and then it will be over, and I'm going to do it. Nothing will stop me from doing it. That's corporal punishment for you. What parents or us as parents need to be doing is find out why the child is doing or behaving the way they are behaving. If the child failed her exams, what's causing that child from not performing well in class or with her studies or his studies? What's stopping that child? Are you buying the right books? Are you making sure you're giving enough time for that child to study? You're not just using that child as your house help. You know, the child comes back from school. We know how it is. When you come back from school, you're so hungry. You know, do you have that hunger from school? You're coming back from school, that hunger, it's at a different level. You know, there's no food at home. There's no food at home. Kayla has written something there. Let me read that. Exactly. Auntie Sylvie says she beats her on. She beats Pearl. She's being honest. That's why I said, if you know you have not done it, put your hands up. And nobody gave me a hands up, which meant everybody is guilty. Kayla said, Bella, in as much as we all condemn her act, I personally think they should first perform an autopsy to find out the real cause of the child's death. The child is sick too. Yes, that child could well be sick. Thank you, my health knowledge person, Kayla. That child may well have been sick without the parent or the mother knowing. Okay, and it was a matter of that corporal punishment coming through for her to just, you know, lose her life. Now, Just Babes, my darling Big Sis, is one of those few mothers who do not beat their kids, and I feel like she is in a better position to share her experience as to how she corrects her kids and how that has worked, because that's the purpose for this show. The purpose is to help ourselves as mothers, as seniors to our younger ones, you know, be able to correct them in a way that's not, you know, damaging physically and emotionally to them. The whole purpose for this show. So we're just referencing that case in Kumba, but we want to learn what is it we can take from here today that we can do differently. Like I said, if the child is failing her exams, sit that child down, talk to the child. Why are you failing your exams? What's stopping you? Look at what you are doing at home to actually help that child. Ngono Cash Child, welcome. Oh my God, that name. Oh my God. Welcome, darling. Thank you so much for coming. Ask the child why they're failing. Are you doing something? Or how can you help that child? Could it be the teacher? You know, sometimes teachers can scare a child to hate a particular subject, can actually traumatize a child. The child is in school, cannot study. And you feel like it's that child who is actually at fault, whereas it's the teacher. It's the teacher. Oh, my darling sis, G Unit debunking. Welcome, darling sis. Nice to see you. I hope you're feeling a lot better. I remember my PSS days. We had our maths teacher. And you guys know about the barometer. If you know about the barometer, people who are good in maths and science. We used to call him the barim because he used to do the maths. I wasn't good at maths. Hands in the air, I wasn't good at maths. I was terrible. I failed woefully in maths. Okay, woefully. If I had 10 on 100, I would be so happy that I didn't get a zoosh. So that's how bad it was. Okay, it doesn't matter how much I worked on it. I'm not going to blame it on my teacher. It wasn't for me. Now, whenever we failed our maths test or quiz, Pambe, oh my God, anybody that's been to PSS before, my mate, if you're watching me, they would attest to this. Pambe, we used to call him the Marine. He would draw a chart on the wall. Okay. And he would say from 0 to 5, you get 15 strokes. From 5 to 10, you get, you know, this number of strokes, maybe 4 or 5, and then, you know, the people who have passed, you get no strokes. Now, this was proper lashing. Like ladies, boys, everybody lie flat on the table, and your butt was whipped. Sorry guys, just a minute. Let me see what the co-host needs. Just a minute, guys, please. What's the matter, baby? Sit and have this. Why are you upset? What happened? What happened? Sit in such a way you can see mommy. Sit this way you can see me properly. Oh, very yummy. So yummy. That's a very yummy apple. Please like the video while I settle the co-host, please. I just babe says, make sure I'm looking at this battery. And just babe says, when my kids were younger, I used timeout and talking. That worked perfectly well till 4 years. When they started using timeout for daydreaming, I changed to firm talking at eye level and role playing. Thank you so much. You guys, please read Just Babe's comment. And it worked for her. Now, this teacher, you are actually beating me. You're giving me proper lashing for failing a maths test. Is that the solution to make a child love a subject? Is that the best way to actually encourage a child or motivate a child to do better in a certain course or subject? These are the questions I really want to ask teachers. If you're a teacher and you're watching me, and a child fails an exam, is this the best way to actually correct the child? By beating them, giving them 20 strokes, 15 strokes, 10 strokes, and allowing them sit. Not finding out ways on helping the child, what's stopping them from understanding the maths or biology or chemistry or physics or geography. What is stopping you from understanding? But we resort to corporal punishment because we feel like you're going to frighten the child, you're going to scare the child, and so the child will not want to be in that same position. But no, if you don't do something different, something productive for the child, you will end up having to, to lash out or to actually dish out corporal punishment to the child. BTV said, back then it worked for some people, says Bella. There are certain things that corporal punishment may work for, and that's just for short term. That's just for a short term, says BTV. Because, for example, let me give you, how we used to come late in primary school? You come late to school or for morning devotion, and they will beat you 10 strokes, go to class, 5 strokes, go to class. Now, those people will keep to time, not because of the social etiquette surrounding that time keeping. Round model, welcome, my darling auntie. Thank you so much for coming. Miss Kim, welcome, Miss Kim. They are not going to be keeping time because they feel it's the right thing to do. They will be keeping time because they're scared of the whipping, of the lashing. And so these same kids, when they become adults, they leave school because no one is beating them and they come home and they're independent. Guess what? They will always show up late for occasions. Why do you think we have this black man time? Hello, big sis. Should I put you on the show? Yay! That's my darling big sis.
Yeah, you can put me on the show.
Yeah, on the show.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So my contribution here is this. I don't know if anybody is facing this difficulty when it comes to corporal punishment. My mom listened to me.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they are used to corporal punishment.
Yeah.
So she'll tell me, oh, these are American kids. If it was in my country, the beating I would give them. I would tell her, I say, no, trust me. I say, mommy, no. They are to these children that, trust me, that beating will mean nothing. Because as time goes on, they get used to, remember the kids that they used to beat them like,
yes.
I don't know, like, guess what, with time, they get used to anything.
Yeah. They become hardened.
But what I've seen that is, yes, they get used to. Hey, it don't mean after all they're gonna beat me and that's it. But let me tell you what, I told my mom, I said, look, oh, you guys, you are holding these kids with kid gloves. I said, no, one dialogue. I have a teenager, I put her down. Sometimes the way we talk to our children, I'm not saying that they should be they should be your friend, but you have to have that boundaries.
Thank you.
That I'm the parent here. Don't make your kid feel like, I don't know how to say this, but make them feel like they can come to you and say anything.
Yeah.
They can come to you, in a respectful way. You can have conversation with them.
Yes, be community. Yeah. Yes.
Not to be scared. Sometimes my kids, they'll be talking to me. Oh, mom, they'll tell me anything. Sometimes they talk too much. I'll just pick what I want to pick.
See, this is when I need to read something. Wait, please. Sorry, I'm sorry to disrupt you. Dr. Opa, I just wrote that. Sorry, big sis, I beg of you. Let me read this here. I cannot not read this.
Yeah, it's okay.
Dr. Opa, I says, I be the go school with double trouser and both for my buttocks.
Yes, I was about to say that. Yes, even three. I have seen guys who double 3 pants. Even 4 shirts, so that way
you see. Oh God, that was terrible.
It don't mean anything to them. It don't mean anything to them. But now I told my mom what I do with my kids. Like my daughter, she has a phone. Guess what we do? If you take that phone from her, there was a day I was so mad I took the phone away.
Yes.
I came back. You enter my room. My room. I mean, that's the cleanest my room has ever been.
There you go. Because it's something she could not survive without.
Mom, yes, Mom, how are you? And Mom, can I do this for you? I enter my room and say, oh my goodness, who did this for my things, everything? She could not survive without it. I have if you take the phone, the room throw away from, trust me, you've killed him.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. When you do that, it makes them learn. It makes them know that when I do something that I'm not supposed to.
Yeah. Oh, big sis is breaking. Oh.
Only against it. Even in school, teacher, do you know, one of my friends called me and said, I think the sister lost the son.
Benshi, welcome, darling. Go on, sis. Oh, God, we're breaking. Oh, we're losing connectivity. Ay. Let me call her back. I'll call her back. Sorry, guys. Let me call back. Sis Bangshu, welcome. I see you. Hello, big sis. We lost you. Yeah, we lost you there for a second. Hello. Hello.
Oh my God.
Yes.
This network will kill me.
Yes, we can hear.
I don't know whether it's in Chico or where.
We can hear you now.
The teacher hit that the teacher hit the nephew on the head.
Yes.
And the child developed blood clot.
Ha!
And he died. I don't know. I never follow it up. Because when they were saying I was screaming, but I don't know why. I think I'll follow it up.
Yeah.
Because I was asking them, no, that teacher cannot go loose like that. So we need to stop. Some people, if we put pepper in the
on the cane, they will put pepper in the private. Yes.
Do you know what that pepper will do to them?
Yeah.
When you say it, they look at you. Do you know? Oh, I put pepper in their eyes. If not, it was so stubborn. They were so no.
Yeah.
No, we can change that. I'm not saying that let your children be loose. Let them an animal. I'm not saying that. But there are better ways. Yeah, we start by time out. Like our little co-host there. When she turns 3, you start putting her time out 1 minute.
Yeah.
That you see, it's like a big deal, but people don't understand.
Hi.
That time that you did something, you're going time out. You start from.
Oh yes.
I'm not saying that like you.
Yes, big sis. Yeah, you know why? You know why? Sorry to cut you. That time out. I love the way you're saying when she starts from this younger age, like the co-host, because it's important to assess the age and the type of punishment that's appropriate for the age. So, for example, co-host is at this stage, she wants to play, she likes to be free and loose. Timeout is a big punishment for her because it's restriction, right?
It is.
Yeah, and for your teenage, taking the phone.
Don't give them toys, so
yeah.
Timeout, let them go there, no toys, nothing.
Yeah. Exactly. Absolutely. I agree.
It's a big people. You don't come close.
Yeah.
By yourself. Do it, you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see. So we need to be careful with this corporate. I feel sorry for the lady who is it the dog?
Yeah.
We're all putting an accusing figure on her, like you said. Yeah, I never hit my kids. It's rather unfortunate that but it's an eye opener to
all of us. Already she's just losing a child alone, knowing that you did that to your child is already traumatized.
Yeah.
Even if they put her in jail, she will never get it. So I pray we all learn from it. This we need to,
Thank you so much, Big Sis.
And like I said, start that thing with.
Even though we're, yeah.
No. So that's my contribution.
Thank you so much, Big Sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Yeah, thank you. Even though we lost her for a second, but she's like, we must stop corporal punishment. We have to have effective dialogue with our kids. I need to read some comments there. I see beautiful comments running through. I have to read it. The analyst is saying your children should respect you and not to be afraid of you. Choose your disciplinary measures. The mother said, my mom didn't touch her kids until they were old enough to understand the reason for the punishment, and it worked. Thank you so much. Oh, Queen Bridget, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming, darling. Thank you so much. Parenting with love. Thank you. Miss Kim said, oh my God, Jeannie, sorry. Okay, that's for Jeannie, was not well. My parents sent me to the best schools in Cameroon, gave me 50,000 or 5,000 francs every month. That was 20 years ago, but I grew up hating them for their punishment measures. There you go. Hello. Hi, my darling sis. Let me put you on the show. Welcome. That's our very soft-spoken Miss Kim.
Miss
Greetings, darling.
I'm down and my voice is bad.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry to hear
I
that.
hope you hear me.
We can hear
Good
you.
evening, everyone. Good evening, host. Caller, thanks for your contribution. It's really, really necessary. That time out is really, it's working.
Thank you, Miss Kim.
And it's still working for me. I have my 3 years.
Thank you, Miss Kim.
When she's misbehaving and I said time out, she'll just say, Mama, no. She said, Mama, no. She said, Mama, nine. Every time as she just play, I said, stop. She does, I said, stop. Every time I said time out, or I tell her that there is time out here, she will adjust.
Right.
She will adjust, yeah. And there is one thing with them. Once you make them like, don't time them out often.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you do that often, they feel so comfortable with it.
Right.
I remember there is a Schalke by me here, and that's before when she's tired or she's disturbing, I say you go to the Schalke. She will cry even though I'm there. But to go sit on the Schalke for 5 minutes, she will cry there, and later on it becomes a norm for her. And she will go, when I say go to the Schalke, she goes there happily.
Right.
So she doesn't feel the pains anymore. Now I make time out, it is in her home.
Oh, good.
So I warned her of everything, time out. And her worst thing is she should never be where there is darkness. She doesn't know darkness. Yeah, if you just want to kill her, just send her in a dark place.
Right.
So from that, yeah. So now, if she does anything, I say, even if we are
TK.
going somewhere, we go to the supermarket or anywhere, once she's disturbing, I will tell her that there is time out in the supermarket.
Yeah.
She'll just say, okay, Mama, sorry, Mama.
Good.
That is all.
Okay.
Even if she will say sorry, after 5 minutes, she will do the same thing. But for that time, she's calm. That is her age.
Because timeout is good as well, because when they're sitting in the timeout, the whole idea for timeout is so that they can reflect on their action. Because when you do the timeout, you say to them, now think of what you've done, and then you know what to do or what to say. So they're sitting there, not just playing, but thinking about why they are sitting in the timeout.
And at times, these children will push someone to do things that you are not supposed to do. I remember when I was potty training my daughter, she will hold the phone. She knows now to go to the potty. She does everything. She'll become lazy. She's on a tablet. She becomes lazy, and then mark pee on the body.
Wow.
So, yeah, and then she knows that when she mark PP, I tell her, go and sit on the potty for 10 minutes, she will go. She made one time, I beat her bum bum.
Miss.
I beat her bum bum, and then I cried again.
Yeah,
I
we.
looked at her and I cried.
Yeah, we always feel guilty, don't
Anytime,
we?
yeah, anytime she does something and I beat her, I always cry at the end.
Yeah, we don't want to. We
So,
don't want to hurt
yeah,
them. We don't want to hurt them.
yeah.
Thanks, Miss
So
Kim.
even because she will go like pick toys, pop your toys.
Yeah.
She will refuse. She will say, I said pick this one. Mama, I said, no, it's not me. It's your toy. She said, no, pick, Mama. You did that yourself. So at times, before I will like, I'm already tired for the day. I want to just have a rest, and she's just training. I will beat her bum bum. She will cry, and beating doesn't help her. What hurts her the most is when you pinch her very well. You pinch her bum bum, she hates it so well. So I'll pinch her, and then I'll go and look at the place, and then I will cry again.
So that's why we don't want to be pinching the bum bum, because you can end up pinching the bum bum and scarring her bum bum. So you don't want to pinch. You want to do other. There are other punishments. There are other ways that we can do that, and non-physical.
So I just make it. At times when she just makes something, I raise my hands. She said, "Mama, 9." She said, "No, Mama."
Yeah. And
when I raise my hands, she just said, "No."
Yeah.
At times I just threaten her.
Yeah.
It's really bad, but I don't encourage corporal punishment. I don't encourage it at all.
Thank you, Miss Kim.
Let's send them on timeout. Anything that you know that she doesn't like, aside corporal punishment,
thank you.
Do it for her.
Thank you, Miss Kim. Thank you so
much. My little baby is 1.
Yeah.
I'm already training her on timeout too.
Okay. All right, Miss Kim.
I send everybody on timeout.
We'll work on that. Everybody is listening. Thank you so much for your contribution, darling sis. Thank you. Thank you, darling. I want you to get well soon.
Really sorry. I never knew you were sick. I was down too. I'm really, really sorry. I hope you feel better. Lily, greetings. Well, Gigi, sorry.
Thanks you, darling. Thank you, darling. Love you. Thank you. Bye. Right. Now, thank you, Miss Kim. Let's talk about, I want to read the analyst. The analyst has put something there that is people need to see it and listen to it. TK, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. TK says, I don't know, he or she struggles. I want to assume it's a girl because it's a lady's picture there. Struggles to maintain the time out with the child. It's very difficult. It's practice, and perseverance, I suppose. I'll have to learn that as a new mom. I'll have to learn that myself. Bella, you go make social services go for Miss Kim house for go pinch bum bum. Who is my person here? Right, the analyst has written something that said, my parents sent it and said, send me to the best schools, gave me 5,000 every month, and that was 20 years ago, but I grew up hating them for their punishment measures. Okay, and then goes again to say, somebody, TK says, when I put my daughter, what did TK say? TK said, the analyst, your parents love you regardless. And analyst says, TK, thanks, but I disagree with you. Their actions psychologically destroyed me later on in life. I am a social worker right now, and I can tell you that I only recovered after having a dialogue with them. So that's almost like a healing process. The analyst had to heal to be able to move on. That's how far corporal punishment can do to damage a child, and the person can carry it on into their adulthood. This is a typical example. Thank you for sharing that experience, even though it was a sad one, the analyst, and I'm glad and I hope that you've actually healed from that after talking with your parents and opening up. I am doing good right now, sister. It was a difficult one, but I went through. Parents' money can't buy love. Parents create time for dialogue with your children, for they need it. Thank you so much. And the thing with corporal punishment, especially physical punishment, which it is corporal punishment, there's a danger that apart from destroying a child psychologically or mentally, you are actually teaching a child that violence is okay. You are teaching a child that violence is okay, because you're inflicting pain on the child, and that child grows up to understand that that's normal. They can do that. they can also do that to their kids, and they can do that to their friends. If their parents, their own parents who love them, can actually be so violent towards them, they can actually, why won't I do it to somebody who is just a neighbor or a friend? Just think about it like that. You're normalizing violence when you physically, punish a child. And one thing I was thinking about it when I listened, or I read that when I read this story. One thing that I was pondering and I thought, there's something that us African parents don't do. My parents didn't do it, and I don't think a lot of African parents do. Some perhaps. Now, African parents are not used to rewarding their kids for good behavior. Who doesn't like reward? I mean, you work, think about it at your work site. You get reward, you get recognitions. You have these monthly meetings where you have the best worker, the best seller, the best salesperson, best customer service, best in, whatever. They do that. Think about how that motivates you. It's the same with the child. Yes, we are quick to correct, to punish the child and give them the corporal punishment, but we are slow to correct or encourage to actually acknowledge and encourage the child or reward them when they do something good. Because I know sometimes our parents do it, they reward it in their own way, but it's always good to make the child understand that I'm giving you this because of this good behavior on so and so day. A typical African parent, a child does something really good. What do? Instead of coming and say, you were so good the last time, and for that reason, I'm giving you a new pair of shoes. They go to the market, purchase a good or beautiful pair of plimsolls, and then comes and go, that's the slippers for you I bought. And that's it. The child is happy, but tell he or she, that's a reward for good behavior. That's a reward for outstanding results. Make promises. Tell them, if you do this, I'll do that. For instance, I had a niece. This niece of mine, she's not, she's smart, but I think she's been lazy when it came to her studies. And I wasn't impressed with her result. And I struck a deal with her. I said to her, because I know she admires her sisters having phones and she doesn't have one. And I said to her, if you do well, exceptionally well with your exams, I'll throw you a success party and you get yourself a phone. The first term of the new class, she didn't do so well. I said to her, but it was better than before. And I said to her, keep doing it. You haven't hit the target. And I said, if you do it and hit my target, the one I want for you, this is what you get. And believe you me or not, I'm a proud auntie. I sat last week when they broke for the summer holidays. My phone, pinged. And then I opened, it was her, elder sister's number, and she sent me her report card. And I couldn't be proud. I could not be proud of my niece. Amazing result. Outstanding result. She couldn't wait to tell me. She was so excited to tell me because she knows auntie really wants to reward me for this behavior, because when you do good, you get something good. And she smashed it. And because I promised her, I had to come through with my promise. And that's one thing. If you promise a child, make sure you fulfill the promise. And that's why I don't promise my nieces or my nephews. It doesn't matter how little they are, 5 years, 6 years. I do not. If I make a promise, I have to come through. If something happens and I cannot do it, I have to call in advance and inform and explain. So there are many ways we can make somebody sit. If I was a mean auntie, I would have scolded. I would have said all sorts of nasty words like you have everything. You should not be failing. Think about the most horrible things you can say to a child. But I had to control myself and think of ways to encourage this girl to do work, to do good. And she did really well, exceptionally well with her results. It is vital, the analyst. This is something African parents need to do. Don't just punish the child all the time and you don't reward the child, because then what's the difference? How do you make them feel the difference between that punishment and the benefits of getting reward for good behavior? It's very, very important. Absolutely important. Don't just punish the child. Don't just punish the child. And let's not, please, whatever it is, corporal punishment is never the answer. It's never the answer. It's only temporary. You have to explain to a child why they have to do what you're expecting of them. And the negative and positive of the things, or thing that you're asking from them. The negatives and positive of what, or your expectations. If you do this, the negative outcomes are, but if you do it the other way, the positive outcomes are. And make them understand, weigh them and show them how that can actually affect them, either way. It's hard for us Africans because that's how we've been brought up, like I said. If you love your child, you have to give them snake beating because they don't do what you do. They don't obey you. You have to give them snake beating. I remember, let me tell you guys, why did I even forget? Look, I'm a living example. If you see, I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see my thumb here? Can you see that there's a scar here on my thumb here? There's a little scar. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a scar there. That scar was actually inflicted on me by my teacher when I was in primary 3. When I was in primary 3, this scar was given to me by a teacher. Miss Philo, I will never forget. Miss Philomena. Miss Philo, when we were still in government school, group 2, Pernambuco, CDC. That lady gave me snake beating for coming back late from break, for actually coming to class late after break, lunch break. I could not believe the beatings that lady gave me. Needless to say, my mother stormed the school. My mother marched straight there. She went there and they had to stop my mom because my mother was ready to pounce on her like a wild hyena. You traumatize your child, you traumatize children, be you a teacher, be you a senior person, a sister, a senior sibling, or be you a mother or a parent or a guardian. There are better ways, like my BC's just before said it. Take something valuable from them. Do the timer when they're younger. Take away the phone. Take away the PlayStation. If they like going out for sleepovers, don't do it. If they like, going out maybe with friends to McDonald's, stop them for a week or 2. Punish them with something that they love the most. Take it away from them. Then they can sit and reflect because, that's something they cherish so much. It's of great value to them. The physical punishment is only temporary. The corporal punishment is only temporary. Beating me for coming late to class and scarring me, okay, it's not going to make me be a better person when it comes to time consciousness or keeping to time. I need to know why it's important to keep to time. I don't just come late and you beat. Why am I being beaten? You need to explain to the child, you're late. I'm punishing you because you're holding the class, or you're coming late. You're going to cause me to start from where I've already, explained to the class. I have to go back to explain because you're coming late, or you're coming late because I'm beating you because you're late and you will not be able to catch up from what I've already said, and you're wasting your parents' money. Explain to the child. Don't just beat a child and go sit down. Like I said, that's why we have this African time. People know, us Africans, if they say come to something, an event is at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m., okay? People come at 9, at 10, 11, midnight. Some people are so frustrated that if they have an event at 10, they will say to people the event is at 6 p.m. So they know that even people are going to come late. There are 4 hours lateness. They can make it in time for the occasion. We have to ask ourselves as parents, what's the purpose for the correction? Is it to inflict pain? Is it to instill fear? or is it to transform the child positively? You need to think about the results you will get from the punishment that you're giving to the child. What outcome do you expect from the punishment that you're giving that child? Is it fear, or is it wanting them to be a better citizen or a better person? That's what we should ask ourselves. There are many, many ways of, teaching, training, and raising our kids. Let's try and avoid corporal punishment, because that can only lead to situations like this. This is a wake-up call. This is a rude awakening for every African parent. As much as we get frustrated, like perhaps was the case of this poor lady, we have to learn to control our emotions as well. We have to learn to control our emotions. Sometimes when we're very angry, we're very upset, we love transferring aggression, especially when it has to do with the single mothers. This child or children are suffering the beatings of their father because the mother cannot get to their father. She's now transferring that on the kids. But we should not be doing that. We cannot, because it's of no fault of theirs that you are a single mother. They did not ask to come to this world. They did not. It's from our pleasure that they were born. It's from our pleasure that they were conceived. So we cannot punish them. We, the adults, have to take the responsibility. Find a way to seek help, to resolve your trauma, your depression, your challenges, your frustrations. If you feel like you're overwhelmed, talk to your sister. Speak to somebody, your neighbor. Talk to your confidant. Have somebody you can talk to. If you don't have anybody, talk to your priest. Talk to a religious person. You're in the diaspora. We have the access to so many resources. Speak to a counselor. Get professional therapy. Do something. Because trust me, if you don't get the help to fix yourself and get out of the trauma, you're going to raise very unhealthy and unhappy and broken children. And worst case scenario, you can end up losing your own very child, which you spend all the months carrying and, cooking in your incubator and birthing. The pain to lose a child, not to talk about the pain to lose a child from your own hands by accident, because I don't feel like that lady intentionally wanted to end the life of her child. And I hope and I pray that people can understand and give her a chance, because we are all guilty. Most of us, I can't say we are all, because Just Babes is one of those I've said I have never. Most of us are guilty of, carrying or performing corporal punishment on our kids, but we have to let go and learn to look for alternative ways to correct our kids. Like we've said, we've mentioned some of those things here. Okay, so if we don't have any more callers, I think we're going to round the show here. And TK says something. Let me read what TK has said. Adongolile say, ask my child to stand. I'm in class. Why all sit? Yeah, ask the child to stand in class. Why all sit? And he did nothing. Oh boy, I marched for school. Teacher was nasty. Nasty head made teacher apologize to my child. Oyibo na mind game instead of beating. Yeah, they do mind games. Yeah. Yeah, they keep you in Oyibo. They will keep the child. You have detention. You won't have playtime. You will stay longer when people have gone home. And you don't want to do that. You want to go home and watch your TV. You want to go home and play your game. Or still, women don't have the child if you can't raise them alone. Exactly. Or still don't have it. If you know it's going to be a problem, you cannot deal with it. Thank you. TK says, on that special note and stuff like that, my Catholic school people, I went to Catholic school, Newtown. Oh, these people went to Catholic school. I went to Catholic school from primary 5, but government school group 2, Pernambuco. Yes, me. And that special note says, teachers beat a lot. I will not forget my teacher in Catholic Water. That man beat me until I could not feel my hands again. That's the thing with some teachers. Some teachers, they go, when they're at home, they have a fallout with their wives or their husbands. They come and transfer it on the poor kids. God forbid, or goodness forbid, that child, making the slightest noise in class when perhaps the teacher did not have a good night with their wives or husbands. You are, you're going to pay the price. You're going to be the scapegoat. Growing up as an adult, that's true. I know that. I know it. My husband used to tell me sometimes, he's going to kill me now. He's going to kill me because my husband was a teacher in Limbe. He's going to kill me. Because the truth is, when we argue and he's in a bad mood, you know how us women, we do our wayo, and he's in a bad mood and he goes to school, he lacks that patience. So poor you, that child who would not do your homework, always going to run around, and when he's the master on duty, you're in for it. And that's the truth. Most teachers do that, transfer aggression on kids. Your wife did not romance you well at night, you're upset. The poor child suffers in school. We have to be very careful, please. Okay, we have to be very careful. Let's be mindful, let's be careful of the kind of punishments we give our kids, and try to weigh the consequences and the pros for the type of measures we use, but the correction measures that we use. But definitely no to corporal punishment, please. If you must, a tiny smack when they're very little on their bum or on their wrist. So thank you, everybody. Thank you all so much. My point. Thank you all so very much. I want to appreciate each and every one of you for coming here today. It means a lot. You guys, the ones who were there from the beginning, I've celebrated so much with you all, to thank you all for the 2K subscription, and let's keep it going. If you have not subscribed and this is your first time on the channel, what are you waiting for? Join this beautiful family. Be one of our learned fountainers. Come and share knowledge with us, grow with us, and let's make our community a better place. Thank you all so very much. Kayla says, some parents want their kids to achieve their dreams. You see a child being forced to become a doctor. Okay, you see a child being forced to become a doctor with taking the child's talents, without taking the child's talents into consideration. That's true. Niger, you guys are guilty with this. You're guilty with this. So thank you, everybody. The mother, thank you so much. My wisdom sis, principal, the voice of reason. Thank you so much, freelancer. Thank you, I appreciate you. Genie debunking. Peace person, my mama. I can't love you any less. Thank you so much, mama, for always being there. Thank you, Dr. Opo I. TK, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Miss Kim, thank you so much. G-Unit debunking, my supportive sis. Thank you. It's good to see you. Teresa Amma, oh my God, darling. First time here. I didn't even see you to give you a shout out. Welcome, darling sis. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Do me a favor, do that. Round Models, thank you, Auntie. The girl with the vibes, thank you. I love this name as well. La Vie Belle, thank you. On that special note and stuff like that, thank you. Gonna the Cash Chai, thank you. Treaty, Queen Atkins Diamond, thank you so much. We should be grateful with the things we have learned out here in the diaspora. I swear, cause it's completely different back home. Yeah. Kayla, thank you. We have a caller. Hello. Hey, do you want to be on the show, sis? Oh, good. Thank you. You're on the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that most often it is better to talk with your children rather than punishing the child. Yeah. You see, when the child is young, from the ages 1 to 5, yeah, you can ask the child to go on timeout. Okay. But as time goes on, the child becomes big, yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, going, yeah, to their teenage age. Yeah. That is not more, you cannot more apply that to a child. You need to now talk with the child, discuss with the child, and respect the child, because when you respect your child, yeah, your child will fear you, and your child will be able to discuss things with you. Yes. But the way we're being raised to fear our parents. Yes. Sometimes when you just see the car of your father coming, it's like a devil is coming. Everybody running to adjust. Yeah. And that also scares children from telling their parents what they really want to be.
Thank you so much.
I just struggle to write that. You see, because my English is not good, you see some parents really forcing their children to achieve their dreams.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I really wanted to be, I really wanted to do something else than what I studied to do, because my father would say, none of my child will do this.
Oh, God.
So you are forced to do things that you don't really like. You are really struggling with the subject.
Oh, God.
And you can be art inclined, but you are studying
with science. Jesus Christ.
And the father will even go as far as looking for extra classes for you, just to see that you achieve that dream. And then finally, when you get the certificate, you do the job, you are not still satisfied, you will still end up following your dreams. And then my father will say, see where you have ended, you are a disappointment, but I feel accomplished.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really crazy, and it's still going on. I believe in talking with your children, because the more you talk with them, but you talk with some limitations, that they should still respect you as the parent. That when we talk with our children, we really hear a lot. Because I hear you get a lot, you know what is going on in your surrounding. Because if you don't talk with your child, mind you, somebody else will do that, and you don't know who that person will be.
Yeah.
Nice show, bye.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much, Kola. That was a beautiful call to end the show. Thank you so much. Thank you. Julian Lifestyle in the USA. Darling sis, it's been a while. Thank you. Please, guys, that's Shiri's Kitchen, my baby sis, our youngest chef in 237, based in the States. That's her channel. Please, that's a link going. If you haven't subscribed, if you love me, do me a favor. That's my baby sis. Subscribe to her channel and encourage her. She's doing what most of her peers will not do. She's very courageous to do that. Let's support her and encourage our young stars to do things like this. So please, please, please visit her channel. Thank you all so much. The mother, thank you all so much. Auntie Titi, thank you all so much. Adongo Lily, thank you. Mimi Shirak, my legit beautiful sis, fine. You know, that's my alma mater sis. Queen Bridget, beautiful Queen B, thank you sis, I appreciate you. BTV, thank you. Ivemoko, my darling sis, thank you so much. Thank you all, everybody, I appreciate you. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys. Keep loving, keep liking, keep sharing. Together we must grow. I love you guys so much. Let's listen to our sister Siri and we can exit the show. Oh, I mustn't forget what goes around. What goes around? I mustn't forget you, darling. My darling big sis, Zion friend, thank you, big sis. I have to rewatch your show. Live show. I didn't get notification. I don't know why. I'll probably have to unsubscribe and subscribe, and then see how that works. Kela, she's just it's a warning message, a caution, advice to young girls to listen to your parents. Title of the song is Ngum. Ngum did not listen to her mother or the father, and she went out living and partying and came back with, you know, the worst kind of diseases you can imagine. She came with the worst, you know, she came in a bad state, basically. Visionary Star TV, my mommy brings to the world. Thank you so much, Minister Mrs. BJ Benjamin. And my darling auntie, my auntie dearest, asking for a friend. I'm going to walk forward. I'm going to walk forward. I'm going to walk forward. Yes, Kela sis. Dio le sesegale nuiva mukule masa aya oh. Alele, nebina. Dio le sesegale nuiva mukule masa. Dio le sesegale. Please like as you go out. Thank you, Maps TV. Thank you, sis. Hey, thanks, Kela. Thanks, sis. Hey, oh, Shiba. Blanche Ingram, my baby sis. Thank you, darling. I've already given you a special shout out for always being so supportive. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Love you guys so much. Have a great rest of the week and see you soon. Bye.